Is Christianity a death cult? This is a claim that was popularized by the New Atheist movement after 9/11 in the early 2000s. One of the more notable moments of this being used is by Christopher Hitchens in his debate against Frank Turek in 2008.
To push back, can all be scrapped, and the cult of death can take over. That, to me, is a hideous thing.
Now, Hitchens is known for his headline remarks against religion, particularly Christianity and Islam. And I must say, of the New Atheists, Christopher Hitchens was actually my favorite. To someone who doesn't analyze things like this beyond a surface level, they would actually think that what Hitchens says here is clever or even true. God became man just to die for our sins? I can't wait to die and go to heaven. Of course, this is a straw man version of the Christian story. Without even diving deep into the Gospels, you can see Christians celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. Christ says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." So it's quite the opposite. We celebrate life, not death. Now, for our skeptic friends, the atheists and naturalists similar to Hitchens, there is no supernatural, there is no life after physical death. We have fundamental differences in our axiology and beliefs. And that's why it's not surprising somebody would come to the same conclusion as Hitchens does initially. In order to assess Christianity honestly, one must take the whole worldview into account. This is how we can have a proper internal critique. And once that's done so properly, we can see that the claim made by Hitchens is debunked. Now, what's interesting is those who share his sentiments today are a lot more like a death cult than Christianity. Ironically, those who suggest this silly viewpoint usually consider themselves leftists, whilst Christopher Hitchens was a staunch conservative on most issues. He would routinely oppose leftist viewpoints, and he would debate them openly. Those from the secular humanist or similar groups, the ones that are claiming Christianity is a death cult, actually seem themselves quite obsessed with death. This is apparent from their views on abortion and euthanasia. That's why we now have 10 states plus DC that have legalized euthanasia, and we now hear the killing of unborn children referred to as women's rights or women's health care.
Abortion is healthcare, and healthcare is a right. Abortion is healthcare, and healthcare is a right.
So, strangely enough, those who place Christianity today with the death cult charge are much more like an actual death cult.